What's good, YouTube? It's Jay here, and today's episode is going to be just a tiny bit short because I'm currently recording this before it's time for me to finish doing my laundry and go to work. So I roughly have about 30 minutes left. So I apologize if this episode is a little shorter than normal. I already said I kind of wouldn't make these videos extremely long because I try to do things off screen when I can too, but I'm unfortunately a super busy guy. More than I've come to realize. On another note, let's get started into the video. Okay. So, fun fact, by the way, I recently got a promotion at my job. That was some good news.
Easier than the kettle.
Last time we left off, we were doing something important. I think we were just building a station so we could start building the higher tier, not higher tier, just some Calamari cruisers in general. Our fleet's actually looking kind of small, so I'm gonna start building some lighter vessels in the meantime in between.
Constructing unit.
Because I want to get control of Solus so we can, build our quasars just a tiny bit faster. Terrace is stacked, without a doubt. Zios. Oh, you know what? I know what we were doing. We were pushing down this little corridor down here in hopes of getting to Bothawui. And that's exactly what we're going to do today.
Moving out.
We're going to keep the pressure up on this side. Leave our current fleet, our current main fleet over there where it is. If I recall, now Hutta doesn't have too many space forces. They don't even have a state. Ooh, that was a lie. They do, in fact, have a pretty large fleet. Okay, well. It might mostly be starfighters and smaller vessels. I saw some Venators in there too. We got a Venator and a lot of other mid-sized warships, but we should be fine.
Course plotted.
Enemy forces ahead.
Alright, so there's some ARC 170s. Another squadron of ARC 170s.
Course plotted.
Underway. Coordinates received. Moving to destination. Orders received.
Let me readjust the map right quick so I can get a better positioning on my assault frigates.
Navigating.
We'll put these destroyers kind of closer to the center of the fleet because they can redirect missile fire.
On our way.
The MC-30 right there, put these in the back.
Reinforcements
Acknowledged.
Put these on the flanks. Kind of.
Right away.
That's what I'm start calling there.
Location confirmed. Advancing. Confirmed.
Put the Venator in the center of the fleet. And then all of our smaller auxiliary vessels can just kind of go wherever.
Heading out. Command received. Positioning.
Here we go again. We'll get there.
See, you always want to kind of keep your assault frigates at the front of your attacking fleet. They are super good at just tanking fire. We're also going to group up all of our corvettes together and then do our typical starfighter management. Even calling these, because they have a pretty decent number of starfighters. Just include that.
Marauder cruiser here.
Make this group 5. They're already taking a little bit of damage back there too from some missile fire. I don't see where it's coming from though. In any case, we'll have them fire on this. I don't know what else they've got coming, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Weapons online.
You know what? The bulk of our fleet just focus on that.
Standing by. Our target priority is the laser cannon. Affirmative. Weapons charged.
I totally forgot about the swath of starfighters that launched with the Venator.
Roger that. Ready, sir.
I think we're good.
Open. Roger that.
Have these guys focus on the dreadnought back there.
Cruiser reporting. Awaiting command. Target confirmed. Destroying lasers.
And we'll just have our starfighters kind of guard the fleet.
Awaiting your command.
Actually, these corvettes could do me a favor and just chase out those starfighters.
Frigate responding. Cannons armed.
Let's get anybody that's already wounded out of there.
Ready for action. Armed and ready. Frigate standing by. The lasers are our target. Form up. Awaiting orders.
You shoot down his engines.
Copy. Our target priority is the laser cannons.
Alright, so that's in the water.
Copy that. Enemies in range. Cruiser here. I copy.
Yeah, it's mostly just starfighters that we'll have to chase down, I think. And then there's an IPV over here. I don't think we'll have to chase down the starfighters. If we do, though, that's gonna suck.
Frequency open. Reporting. Cruiser here.
Nobody's seriously hurt either.
Reporting in.
Oh, and that guy's just chilling right there.
I copy. Cruiser online.
Looks like it's hardened. No, it's an interceptor. That's actually a bad thing. I want to take that out.
The lasers are our target. Attacking.
Okay. Okay, that was the interceptor right there.
Roger that. Attacking. Your order, sir. Our target priority is the laser cannon.
Take this guy out.
Standing by.
I really do like the design of this ship, honestly. It's a very unique take on the Carillion destroyer models that we all have come to know and love. Yeah, it's like literally the most classic Carillion design to it. Kind of reminds me of a Hammerhead too. The original Hammerhead.
Standing by. Orders, sir. Ready, sir.
I'm gonna get all four of my Nebulons literally right to where this guy is.
Roger that. Ready for action. Armed and ready. Form up. Frigate en route.
More starfighters.
Form up. Awaiting orders.
Yeah, we actually got our hurt a little bit.
Awaiting orders. Copy.
Get this guy back into full health, just in case. I don't think we lost anything either. I lost the Z95 squadron, that's fine. Considering the stuff that we had to take out to get there, that's, you know, not a big deal. Okay, so we'll move this guy over here. Hopefully he can take that out in one single raid.
Invasion commencing.
Come on, buddy, you can do it.
Destroy.
Oh, you almost did it. Oh. Let's see what we can build here. Oh, we can build Dauntlesses now.
Vehicle in production.
Construction complete.
Reporting. En route.
Based on this, we're probably just gonna raid that, clear all that shit out the way.
Unit in production.
That was underway.
Reporting.
Shield generator constructing.
Setting course. Reporting.
Invasion commencing.
Yep, there we go.
Right away.
Building started.
Gonna fortify that to hell.
Construction complete. Vehicle
Reporting.
in production. Building under construction.
Little
Building under
little
construction.
garbage worlds like this will just garbage worlds will just dedicate to pretty much
Artillery
mining.
online.
Build a few dreadnoughts, maybe not.
Frigate standing by.
Get a base
started.
there instead.
Construction complete.
This is the flagship of our fleet now. This Dauntless cruiser. Empire's gonna be at tech level 4 pretty soon. That's not fun.
Construction complete.
We can do that.
Construction.
All right, we're pretty much in a prime position to attack Bothawui too, which is perfect. I don't want to spend the money on that yet.
complete. Construction complete.
T2B over. Artillery online.
Does she do anything? She does not. I'll just keep you orbit for now. Because she's more or less in the way, really. When I try to just drag my stuff out of the planet.
Complete. Construction complete.
Once we get a
Building.
actually, I'll only keep 2 of those
T2B
there.
over.
Once we get a light factory here, we'll
Construction
we'll
complete.
put a couple of heavy factories here, probably all 3 of those, and then we'll take these spare fighters out of here. Move them to Quesh. Base is almost done building.
Artillery online. T2B over.
Whoa.
Construction
That is my
complete.
actual alarm clock. Give me
Innovation
1 hot second.
commencing.
Make sure that doesn't go off again. That's actually... Sorry about that, guys. I could cut that part from the video. It's just my computer is atrocious at rendering at a decent speed, and it would take like roughly a few hours, and I'm gonna try to get this uploaded, or at least up the process of uploading before I get to work.
Unit destroyed.
Alright, well.
Construction
Okay, we can just do that. I didn't think it would take it all out like that easily. There was a lot of stuff there.
Building started.
Cool. Alright, well, that makes my life a lot easier. Am I ashamed of that? Yes.
Frigate en route.
Am I gonna care about it in the next like 10 minutes? No.
At once.
Construction complete.
Now we just gotta get some of these space stations going so we can start having some extra population.
Building started.
We'll see how that goes.
T2B over.
He didn't even die. That's crazy, dude. Artillery are broken.
Battle imminent.
They're so busted. So in the previous version of this mod, the Dauntless Cruiser was basically a god, like an Egyptian god card from Yu-Gi-Oh. You put one in the field, and that thing was just, it was as one of my favorite YouTubers would say, it was just absolutely absurd how broken it was. And it's still damn good now. It's just gotten nerfed. It's lost the broadside ability that it used to have, I'm pretty certain.
Here we go again.
Yeah, it looks like we're at the calling some ships.
Reinforcements
Roger.
cancelled.
You know, the calling some
Let's go.
ships kind of expand the fog of war just a tad bit.
Setting course.
We've located the
There
enemy.
we are.
They're falling back.
No. Where are you? Right there. Sorry, buddy. You got 15 seconds. You're not gonna make it.
Order confirmed.
We'll be there soon.
Ready to
Drop
run
the
a blockade?
entire,
Reinforcements
drop the entire rebel fleet
Moving
here.
out.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Moving into position.
Yeah, he ain't making it.
The enemy has been defeated.
All right, cool. Of course, we lost 5 YT-1300s as always. Holy smokes! Is that a start? No, it's a procurator. Oh no! You know what this means, boys and girls. Infinite sight on everything.
Artillery online.
But we're also going to basically be spamming the hell soon with the sound effects of it.
Construction complete.
They haven't pushed it this area yet, and I don't think they can now. So this area is actually basically an infinite lockdown.
Vehicle in
Since the
production.
Dauntless is basically our main warship at this point, we'll just keep building those. Move all these to Bothawui.
Course plotted.
Same with all of these.
Moving to coordinates.
I want to get this place built up as fast as possible so we can start spamming out Bothan cruisers. Or Bothan assault frigates, whatever they're called in this. I don't think we can build them anywhere else either.
Artillery online.
Construction complete. New construction.
Still the speeder. Actually, we'll move these 2 down here. Actually, no, we'll
Right
keep them right
away.
there. We gotta start building up our ground defenses just a tad bit. Also, our money is being siphoned right now. Got one more repay period before it's over. Up, rather. Cool.
Frigate standing by.
Alright, we'll drop that last Dauntless there. And then I will start supplying our other fleet. This should give us at least
Construction
10, I'm pretty certain. Oh, I wish we had more spy units. We could build Kyle. Can we still build Kyle? We could double build Yoda for some reason. Oh, B-Wings are back. I didn't know. So, I know for a fact they had initially got cut as a unit because Geronimo didn't just... They were just too damn good. And which is completely 100% utterly reasonable. I didn't know you actually put it back in, though. That's cool. Should I just start calling him the Dutchman, actually? I don't know if he has a preferred name or not.
Hello, sir.
We're all used to calling him Geronimo. Alright, well, we're done with all the tech levels now. We've also cut them off from Minbon.
Frigate standing by.
Of course, sir.
Beginning construction.
I want to get Bothawui built up.
We're heading out.
This is going to go here because I want to beef this fleet up just a tad bit before we do anything else. Mandalore is stacked to hell. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize that Candosi's in space. Like, it's a defensive force too. Crusaders. It's a true Mandalorian fleet. Oh, and I'm glad to know the hyperspace noise has actually been disabled. So before, if you capture Bothawui, all you would hear is, you know, from all the ships going all over the place in hyperspace. That's been corrected, and couldn't be more happier. We'll eventually take these planets, but for now, I'm not gonna push the enemy just yet.
Too easy.
Constructing unit. Constructing
Get a couple
unit.
assault frigates going. Uh-oh.
Unit in production. Unit in production.
See, it doesn't seem like we could build assault frigates anywhere else, or Bothan assault frigates rather, anywhere else.
At your command. Reporting in.
That's just in the Procreator. They've got a lot of ships, man. Where are they moving?
Reporting in.
Gotta put that there.
Assault frigate here.
At your command.
We could knock the forces out over here right quick. Get them out of our
Reporting in.
get them out of our way. What do we got here? A Magnificent. I forgot what the other one's called.
Reporting in.
Actually, we're gonna just want to bring in the carriers. Yeah.
Moving into position.
We're on the
And we'll send
move.
an assault frigate to that fleet. And we'll send an
Assault frigate
assault
here.
frigate to that fleet. Can't build them yet. We need a little more money, man. I don't have enough population to start building more junk ships either. This is just a regular
Construction
Venator.
complete.
Where are the Can we only build freighters at specified worlds? Yeah, I'm pretty certain you can only build freighters at junk planets. Yeah, we need way more population for that. Alright, so once we'll rally the fleet up with this little... we'll leave them there, actually. Same with these. Move them down here. So it doesn't look like they got much going for them right there, at least. Okay. This fleet's good enough, in my opinion. Let's get it cracking. We'll take this out and have access to the cruiser classes. I'm just checking my timer real quick. I apologize if this is a little unprofessional, guys. I have a lot going on today. It's been super hard to actually even get videos recorded because of my work and scheduling life. So I try to pump out as much content as I can, guys, and I apologize if it's been a little lackluster lately. I'm trying, I guess. To put it simply, I'm trying. These guys don't got much going for them aside from Corvettes, really. And the Empire is literally on their ass right now. Utapau is still protected by the CIS remnant fleet. They still haven't taken Kuwait yet, so that's why they really don't have Star Destroyers right now. If we can get control of Kuwait, we can win a lot of. We can make things go our way really easy.
Unit in production.
Get these guys over here.
Tactical battle.
I honestly forgot for a hot second that I sent that fleet up there, and it scared the shit out of me. Like, wait, who actually managed to, like, the only space they could get close to was Bothawui.
Reinforcements.
I've got a lot of series to finish with the Awakening of the Rebellion, by the way. I think what we're going to do is just launch the final assault on the Maw, because we pretty much have done everything else. At this point, we all know how it's going to end at this rate.
I should be there any moment now.
Yeah, we'll probably just launch our final push on Maw and call it a day.
There they are.
Woo! There's that son of a bitch. Those things are nasty.
Acceleration in progress.
So that's why I didn't want to really bring a swath of starfighters. And these Y-Wings are going to have a rough day in a minute.
Location confirmed.
I'm going to hold our carriers back.
Awaiting orders. Weapons online. We're awaiting
I want to take this out first.
On station.
Yeah, those Y-Wings got obliterated.
Weapons online. We're awaiting orders.
We're going to want to hit the flak batteries too. We'll have the Nebulons take care of the Magnificent, the assault cruiser, and the Dauntless will take this out. The Dauntless is a buttload of armor too, so no need to worry about that. And that's why I didn't call my starfighters in.
We've targeted the enemy. Firing weapons. Moving to attack position.
Frigate reporting. A-Wing squadron reporting. We'll hit the engine.
Maybe they can get some shots off the engines?
Receiving you clearly. Coordinates received. We're moving out.
A-Wing here. Disabling their engine.
I have to call on a couple of Y-Wings after all.
Frigate standing by. Your contact is garbled. Please repeat.
Keep your eyes open.
Alright, so this is done for.
Cannons armed.
I'm just looking at the mini-map. Alright, they got it.
Target those lasers. Message received. We are in position. Awaiting orders.
Frigate reporting. Moving to it.
So one of the things too, by the way, if you select individual units or of the same type, like so if I select one or two Nebulon B frigates, they'll move faster on their own because of the same ship. But if you do like a Dauntless and 3 Nebulons, all 3 will move slower because you have... Does this have an engine hardpoint? Or is it just naturally this slow? I guess it's just this slow. Yeah, they'll just move a little bit slower if you have ships of the same type, pretty much. If ships of different types, rather. Okay, now for the fighters.
Moving out. On my way.
Reinforcements en route.
Weapons online. We're awaiting
We
orders.
lost all of our other starfighters.
On station. We are ready. Weapons online. We're awaiting orders. On station. We are ready.
I'm gonna just speed this along just a tiny bit. You see what I mean? So the Y-Wings and the X-Wings are moving significantly slower. Well, the Y they're gonna basically move to the speed of the slowest ship type. That's, you know.
Broadcast foils in attack position.
Alright, let me get a little closer so they can actually dogfight with them.
Foils in attack position.
There we go.
Full throttle. Broadcast foils in attack position. Full throttle. Broadcast foils in attack position. Full throttle. Broadcast foils in attack position. I've got a pick.
Y-Wing, the Y-Wing is literally my favorite starfighter ever. I don't know why. I just love the Y-Wing. There's just something visually appealing about it. watching like a flurry of them just streak across like bombarding stuff, like you could in the old Rogue Squadron games. I love the Y-wing in that game. Granted, that in Rogue Squadron, you basically had God mode on because you should never have arguably been able to win any of the battles you participated in, just because of the numerical advantages your enemies, or the Empire rather, would always have. You should have never won a lot of those battles as the Rebellion, but you know. So they've got a decent number of ships. Kamino is guarded by an old Republic fleet. Hopefully this grants us access to the Bothawui assault cruisers.
Construction complete.
Yes, it does. It says Nova. It's a Bothawui assault cruiser.
Artillery online.
And they are not damn good. I don't know what they are. Those things are lethal. It's the reason why I wanted to capture Bothawui. I do not want to deal with them, like, at all. They're just such a damn good ship. It's just like, you just... I apologize for the lack of family friendliness, by the way. But Bothawui cruisers, man, they are disgusting. They are such a hard counter to basically any ship in the game.
Help you, I can.
Thank you, Yoda.
Cruiser reporting.
We'll actually throw Officer Academy probably in the back outer rim. Like maybe Raxus, I guess.
Under construction.
Wouldn't really want to work on Raxus, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. So,
Construction.
especially in this line of work, man.
Building.
You know how hard it is to be a rebel. A rebel. What time is it? Okay, got plenty of time. Okay, so that fleet's pretty sturdy right now. Gonna build one of these so we can start getting access to some of those sweet CIS ships.
Construction complete. At maximum unit capacity.
Construction complete.
Let's see what we're looking at here. Ooh, 121 on that population. Might just be a tad bit too much. We'll move all of these.
T4B ready.
Let's just cut this down just a tiny bit. Yeah, we'll move these to Quesh. Do I dare,
Construction complete.
do I dare show off the power of the Bothawui assault cruiser right quick? I don't know if I have enough time, so we'll just keep doing a little bit of build up and then we'll see what we can do from there. That's at 55%. We're actually going to use a lot of this population to build up just splashable ground units that could just be consistently used to end games, end planets early.
En route.
Missile what? Okay. Whoa! Uh-oh. Holy moly. Yeesh! That's a fleet. That's a big... Why are these kind of vehicles here? Doesn't seem like much of a resistance. Yikes. With that, I think they'll actually be able to build Star Destroyers. That's actually a problem. Okay. Yeah, the moment the Empire gains access to Star Destroyers, we're in for a bad time, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, babies and banthas, we are in for a world of pain once the Empire starts actually getting Star Destroyers push up. In most of my playthroughs, I normally have these sectors secure by now. Yikes. Actually, I have an idea. It's a little cheap. Oh, dude, I just wonder if Solo and Chewie are up to it. And I don't need this anymore. I actually don't need scouts in general anymore. We can literally see the entire galaxy, which is a little broken, but you know. Okay, I know I said I'm going to use this population for ground units, but let's just 110% contradict what I just said.
Beginning construction.
I do want to capture Mon Calamari. Well, that's why we can't build anything here. Should we do it?
Destination
Yeah, we should.
received.
The space battle will still be there. And alright, they already don't have an orbiting station, so there's no cheesing in this, really. And then you, my Mothra, you're gonna have you go on a tour to Telos. We'll let this
Artillery online.
Commencing.
take this growl right quick.
Destroyed.
I don't think we actually, yeah, we didn't actually capture that plan yet. We're not gonna send those. We'll
Cruiser
send
reporting. Construction complete.
guys with rocket launchers. They're gonna take over the entirety of Mon Calamari with just their rocket launchers. Secretly, they're tactical nukes.
Invasion commencing.
And just like that, we've freely captured Mon Calamari, which should now give us access to our other superpower ships. Okay, but we're gonna stop here, guys. In the next episode, we'll actually do some pushing with our newfound resources. Probably push. Well, I don't really want to push this force anywhere yet. These guys have to kind of stay here. We'll keep building Bothan cruisers though for the rest of the Alliance fleet and move them around. Probably send a couple to Quesh and start maybe attacking Kashyyyk, maybe. And then we'll start moving this force up and start capturing some of these other territories. I've had it where within the first 30 days, I've captured like pretty much all of these worlds over here, and I've gotten like Korlag and Kulat. I've done it before. I've been a little bit slower this playthrough just for the sake of building up things and being a little bit more cautious to hold territories. Things are different now. There are different unit types too. The pirate worlds aren't a pushover in this version. Let me rephrase that. In previous versions, I've been able to just knock everything out in like 10 minutes. This version is a different ball game with all of these different ship types. You know, the Saboeth and so forth. So we got our work cut out. But I'll see you all in the next episode. We'll get everything done then. May the force be with you all. Peace.